Entitlement. Oh. They want us to respect their time, but they won't respect our time back. They're gonna still take me in, even though I'm an hour late. I was like, girl.
It's so funny because it's not even that. It's also some of the workers.
There's the entitlement in like just the regular entitlement. Rich people entitlement is on another. Nobody likes free shit more than people who already have all the money in the world.
Well, entitlement.
We started doing.
We did AI.
We were talking about AI.
Art.
AI art.
Your mom is AI.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
You said entitlement?
Entitlement.
What are you talking about?
No, you know what's crazy is because I had this conversation with my coworkers of how like we feel a lot of our patient population is very entitled. Like they want us to respect their time, but they won't respect our time back.
Yep.
As the workers. Oh. It's like, cause some patient was like, oh, they're gonna still take me in, even though I'm an hour late. I was like, girl. I gotta go to lunch. You're telling me you want to be seen now?
you're getting seen tomorrow.
And I was like, well, like
getting seen.
I'm like, look, I'm still mandated my 30-minute lunch, but not my doctor. My doctor has 20 minutes to grab something and start his next batch of patients. And I was like, that's so rude. But they were expecting to already be seen. I knew they were going to be seen, even though they were past our late policy.
People are just entitled.
I was like, you want to do that?
You spillers?
Just everybody.
It's just so much entitlement. Everywhere we go.
It's so funny because it's not even that. It's also some of the workers.
Dude, yeah.
So I work for a medical group, and so insurance. Sometimes the insurance calls on behalf of the member, and someone was calling the member. I think a daughter was asking regarding the member. So health rep called. I can name drop. No, but they call and I think it was just checking authorizations. I'm like, okay, easy call. Audacity. Oh, can you call the daughter so that you can let them know about the authorization status? I'm like, I used to when I first started. I used to be very kind of like, oh yeah, I can do that. I'm like, no. I didn't explain like, oh no, we have a queue, we have other callers to take care of. Nope. I just said no.
No, hangs up.
I'm not. I was like, I can't do that. She's like, oh.
I'm like, I'm not your secretary.
Well, no, because it's like they went to you for that information. Yeah. Why do they want a random person to call them? And then also, it's confusing. Yeah. Just you're the source. You go back. Yeah. It's just, oh my God, fucking lazy people.
Oh, that too. There is
medical field.
I know there is someone who like I'm not gonna mention, but there's someone that was saying people have the capability to do this, but not everyone can do it. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, right?
I'm not capable. I need more training.
This is definitely something that there's plenty of Brandon stories.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, I'm happy to not have to deal with customers. I have to deal with clients though.
The closest I got is
clients.
Is clients. The people working front facing with other human beings. Fucking patients.
I'm very glad I'm no longer doing so.
If you work at a community based thing that's in an affluent neighborhood, it's a fucking nightmare. Like there's the entitlement in like just the regular entitlement. Rich people entitlement is on another. Nobody likes free shit more than people who already have all the money in the world. Like I have had to deal with like this person who wanted to apply for financial assistance. It's a YMCA. It's a nonprofit. We offer financial assistance for stuff. Like that's just every YMCA in the world. And this family was applying for financial assistance, and they presented only the wife's income because the wife doesn't work. She didn't have to. So they were just presenting the wife's income, but they made the mistake, I guess, of putting their address down, and their address. We looked up their address. They live in a 10-bedroom home.
Yeah, no.
They live in a 10-bedroom like fucking McMansion in the mountains of this like suburban like fuck. I'm like, you're not getting this. I'm like, yeah, but our paperwork says. I'm like, yeah, what's your husband do? Like, husband works in New York City.
There's a married,
as some sort of
together
like,
income, yeah.
yeah, my husband works in New York City, like as like some vice president or some shit. And I'm like,
Yeah, my patient was a patient who lived in a rich area. They're on Medi-Cal. And I'm like, they're like, why can't you just put me with this doctor? I'm like, girl, you have Medi-Cal. I'm like, if you want this PPO, you can pay for a PPO. Or in fact, you earn enough money to go to them directly.
No,
Pay out of pocket.
you can pay out of pocket.
I have people who try to cheat the system and they try to like, oh yeah, I want to use my Medi-Cal. And I look up their
PPO.
we can detect if they have a PPO plan. They had a PPO plan as a primary, which means that they're paying premiums for basically more flexibility.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'm just like, okay, but you want to use your medical. Yeah. So you can send the authorizations, but it's probably going to get directed. She got mad at me. I'm like, I'm kind of curious. I looked up her address. Yeah. It was a nice mansion. I'm just like, yet you still want to take advantage of the system.
There's some that will.
And then they point the fingers
At us.
Which, by the way, again, everyone out there, medical group does not do anything with money.
Yeah.
We simply just give you contracted doctors. That's it. That is it.
No.
Stop assuming that we
don't take your money.
How many calls I've had where they thought, oh, you guys denied it. It's like, yeah, we did, but it's based on your insurance's guidelines. But you denied it. Insurance guidelines. We're not your insurance.
Read your shit before you sign.
This is why I just don't go to the doctor, because I can't afford it.
I just sleep everything off.
I just put fix on everything.
I'm being so for real. I haven't had a checkup since.
I mean, same.
Hold on, I'm scouring my network of brain.
No.
Maybe 2017.
Bitch.
Mine was.
Oh my god!
I've at least
That's
seen a
when I
doctor
first
since-
met you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
When was I off my parents' insurance? I don't know. Maybe like 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, I met.
Yeah, at least I'm gone in 2020.
I was 16 years old.
Oh. Halt.
Yeah, I met.
We
you.
don't need to mention ages here.
I mean,
last time?
I
For what?
have never had to deal with entitled patients, but I have dealt with an entitled client. I
Oh,
remember this one.
almost all of them are clients.
Especially the ones
Entitled.
especially the ones that pay the least.
Entitled, and they want 3 edits for like $20.
There's
Just
this
a
one.
click of a button. No.
There's this
No,
one.
Then you do it.
I think choreographer, not mainstream in our area,
Okay.
but
Mm-hmm.
internationally she had a pretty good following. I don't even remember her
This is
name.
the walking one?
Yeah.
Oh,
she,
God.
when we met up in I think Little Tokyo, she wanted tea, and then I tried to do a halfway thing, and then I gave her the location, and once we met, first thing she said, like, next time you pick a location, make sure you pick a spot where I don't have to walk from my car.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like
They want
What do you-
parking right in front.
yeah, walk like there.
They want
like,
princess parking.
Yeah,
Who are you?
Exactly.
and I'm like, okay, and then
Last time I checked, you were the one coming to me.
so. Yeah, and then it was a case of, I mean, that definitely left an impression, but I powered through it. I was like, okay,
Right.
because early days of VP, we needed some work.
It's like, haha, pass along. Yeah.
And it's one of those things. I'm not ignoring red flags anymore. It's like, but what you send her edits, and then she says one thing, and then once you do those edits, she flips back to the other thing.
Mhm.
So I was like, what do you want?
'Cause
It's too long. It's too short.
I get those emails, like I see those emails like back and forth. This was before I started like taking over like emailing clients for you because you were getting really heated in the emails, and you needed someone to like take what you're saying and make it sound a little nicer.
Corporate speak.
Customer service voice on.
I'll just use AI for that.
Now you can. Now you can. But
Same
back then he had me.
Well,
But yeah, I'm like, wait. He was like, because I would go through the thread, and it's like, and then she would go, and then this person would go, I feel like I'm not being listened to. I thought you were a professional. I'm like,
Yeah, I hate that angle.
I was at Chipotle reading these emails. I was about to throw it at somebody. You're like,
Not that I thought you were professional.
Yeah.
Whoa, you're the one.
I'm like, what am I paying you for? You barely pay.
Two-way
You
streets.
barely
You barely
pay.
Yeah.
Two-way street.
And on the flip side, we had a client that just, that paid a lot and was just like, do what you need to do.
Yes.
Hands
But that's
off.
how you know.
I trust
like,
you.
Yeah.
Like
We're
those are,
like,
those are
"I
usually
love
the
you."
best ones. Like we worked with what do you call it? Music entertainment company in Burbank. Another dental company in Beverly Hills. Like they're
Oh my
just
gosh,
like,
the dental one.
yeah. Then you
Yeah,
got to be
yeah.
part of for the Cinco de Mayo party. Like here's the check. Cool.
They're like,
That's it.
do what you need to do.
And then those are usually the best ones. But the ones that are like penny pinching their budget, I get it. They want to make sure that they're getting their money's worth, but like micromanaging everything we're doing
That's not gonna get you
and you try and tell us how it is based off your opinion versus our expertise is not going to work because now you're pushing agenda against what you're paying us to do.
I
Right.
forgot what the term was called, but it's basically
Stupid.
Yes.
Well,
Idiot.
it was going on the lines of like, if you want quality and quick, it's gonna be it's always gonna be expensive.
Yeah.
If you want quick but cheap, it's gonna be poor quality. You can never have all like a trifecta almost.
Yeah.
You can
Unless
never
you
have
use
all
AI.
three.
I'm just kidding.
Well, you also have to know how to use the AI.
That's true. Honestly, that's kind of true.
That takes finesse.
you just put a what do you call it? An ad with dentists and like freaking venom teeth,
AI teeth.
godly teeth. Come here.
Hey, I like this part. This is my favorite part. This is when he opens his mouth, it turns into venom.
You go to this dentist to become Venom.
We are going to.
We are dentists.
We dentists. That's
But
even
even
Beverly Hills.
even on that end, like they try to push on like what they. I remember one of our clients. We were trying to help her promote her like independent school thing, but she started sending us articles of how to do marketing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. No.
You're joking.
No. I was like, maybe try doing this instead, or like I think they were also trying to tell you how to edit
Yes.
and put subtitles on videos, and this was like before like
Oh,
things like
if you're gonna
Descript
send you
yeah.
like stuff like that, you do it then.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well if you do
Here,
so
you
much,
do it.
you do
Have
it.
fun.
You don't have to pay.
You can
anything,
look it
do
up.
it.
Oh, perfect. You do
It's
it.
Remember, it's a two-way street. It's like, yeah, we're supposed to be professional, but at the same time, you have to be professionally understanding that you are seeking help from a quote-unquote professional.
Yeah.
So, it's so funny that like the business owner, like people think like, oh, I'm gonna write a bad read. It's like, okay,
Cool.
like,
Do it. We'll equally write one about.
yeah, no,
Okay.
genuinely.
I know how to use a computer too.
I love businesses when they get like a bad review and they actually know the whole
respond.
situation
Yeah.
and they respond.
Yeah.
And it's like they go from, oh yeah, well you did this. They have receipts.
Yeah.
And I love those because it's like not a lot of businesses protect their workers anymore.
Yeah.
So the fact that some of these businesses actually do that, they go in debt and like, no, well you did this, she didn't do this. This happened, but this was not her fault. You're an idiot.
Sadly,
Yeah.
we can't do that in the medical field. That's PHI.
But what's
I hate
PHI?
it. Protected health information.
Really?
So we
Yeah.
can't explain ourselves as
Yeah.
staff because we're already putting patient information
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Do we
sucks.
follow it all the time?
No.
We really don't. Oh,
Cut that.
Okay, cut
That's
that.
What do you not want?
That's why doctors, when they get a bad review, they can't even really
They can't
defend
respond.
themselves.
That sucks,
Yeah.
dude.
Because,
they can't
yeah.
even protect themselves.
Well, I mean, they also have like
But
really
also
good
there's
lawyers
lawyers.
and stuff
Yeah,
too.
that's why they have
yeah.
lawyers,
That's
insurance.
Can you respond with just get wrecked?
Fuck your dog.
The doctor?
Fuck your dog.
The doctor to the
Yeah.
patient? Get ready.
Yeah. Like what? Wait. Where are they putting these reviews? Like Yelp? Like what?
There's certain
Yeah,
sites.
like
ZocDoc, Yelp.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Especially
if I
ZocDoc,
were a
it's
doctor
taken
and
by
I read my review, like, oh, get wrecked.
Not on ZocDoc.
Wait,
Oh my god.
I think from like medical staff, it's a little bit like it's a little more lenient, but with doctors,
Yeah.
they definitely can't.
Yeah,
do
they can't do
anything.
that.
They
It's
definitely
PHI.
What if
Yeah.
we just say it in like a
Even
different
nursing
language?
staff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Latino.
There's still through medical. I think
Anything licensed.
administrative staff, like at least for us, it's more of like we can't describe like
What exactly?
direct information on like emails, for example, stuff like that. Technically, we can't even do like anecdotes or like say like personal stories or anything like that. But I work a customer service job, so it's like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's just the
Yeah.
nature of the job. I have to have empathy. So we're kind of. I think I'm on the brisk of like I have to be careful, but I can kind of still be lenient. But people that are hired to specializations and such and work directly with clinics, totally different story.
Yeah,
You can't do that. You got to be just like
I can't release information, but I can still complain.
absolutely
I can still complain, but I just can't release any personal information.
Well, I mean that's normal though, right? Like you don't want to give. It's
Dude.
like oh yeah, this is
I do.
That's the part that's oh man.
It's like, hey,
that
Johnny,
sucks.
it's that lady you helped 2 weeks ago. Idiot. It's like, no.
I like being able to clap back with receipts, man. Like,
So-
I love seeing like when a client says something and like this is not what I wanted. I go back to the email, I clip that shit, send it. Like this is what you said though. I need some clarification.
That production that we walked off on.
Oh God.
That,
oh, yeah,
like,
the whole,
Oh God.
the little whole email. was
Yeah.
really funny.
I mean, you were the one.
Yeah. You should show her. I don't think she's seen it.
Oh, you
it's
weren't there because
funny.
we were showing we were at like IHOP.
You weren't there.
What happened?
There was a production that Lauren and I were, and Max, we were going to be dancers, and
Were keyword.
were that.
Anyway.
ADHD.
Originally, I was supposed to be a dancer, but then later that week brought on as choreographer. Then taught. We had like a 4-hour rehearsal. Learning 2 accounts,
Okay.
and it was
4 hours.
Huh?
Yeah, and then
Whoa.
that's not it. That's not the whole thing,
That's
dude.
not the
Like
whole thing.
4 hours
we-
for 2 accounts?
We taught that some of the dancers, but majority of them were actors. Some of the red flags immediately were like, what role did you get? Like I didn't like I'm here to be an actor and I'm dancing. And then
Okay, sorry. Can we back up?
so
What kind of production is this? Is it
Yeah,
a
is
music
this a
video?
musical
it's
or-
for, okay, so it's supposed to be a flash mob.
Okay.
Movie with a flash
Movie
mob
with
in
a flash
it.
mob
Yeah.
scene, and I was supposed to be directing and I don't.
Choreography.
The thing is, I don't know who the main characters were.
See, this is the part. This is part of the issue that we don't even know what time production
Yeah,
was.
we have no idea like what role these people were, and they said I auditioned for this role, but I don't know if I got it.
Yeah.
But I'm here.
They were like, "Who did you read for?" I'm like, I didn't even audition. I was just brought on.
Yeah.
Because you auditioned as a dancer.
And then the guy was like, "All right, if you know any dancers, come through." And I'm like, I was about to tell Temper Tantrum, but I felt a little weird during the audition process, so I only brought these two, so that way it's like if we get a little scratch, that's fine. We're getting something like it's a small little side gig.
For rent.
And then the thing that started bothering me was like once everyone got it, he insisted on us cleaning it for those four hours and then running it multiple times in different formations and different setups. And then it got to a point like I think we got it. And then in terms of scope, we were going to be doing a powwow. He said, instead of like telling us what we were filming, he said what was happening. Like, all right, 2 weeks, we're going to be filming in Las Vegas, in downtown
Desert.
LA, in the desert, and like in all these like,
Downtown
in the
Vegas.
2 weeks. And yeah, but I still need to scout. Emeroy and this other choreographer we're gonna be scouting this week. And I'm like, I never.
You didn't sign up for
I didn't sign
that.
up for scouting. Paperwork wasn't even brought on. I thought he was gonna be talking
No one
about
signed
Contracting.
contracts.
Not even the actors signed anything yet.
Yeah. So.
That sounds
Yeah,
illegal.
well,
And then
we-
you're scouting. and
Sorry,
you're- and
we
you're
didn't
planning on
audition
film-
to be your friends. Like, what do you mean? Like,
Like-
that's something like your friend. You'd be like, hey, yeah, like my friends. Like, you bring on your friends for like a production or something, and you're like, yeah, we're gonna go do this, right? But you guys are strangers. You don't know each other.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
paperwork. This is not professional at
Yeah,
all.
like, it's
unethical.
that was alarm bells for all of us. After that, and it stressed me out because I'm like, filming in 2 weeks and you haven't scouted,
You should
and
have
they're
scouted
expecting
3
us to do
months
this,
ago.
and 3
Oh
locations.
no, they scouted did you hear?
They just said
the
engineer,
desert.
downtown,
Like-
the desert.
Yeah. Desert.
But then in my head, like, you know the logistical nightmare you're trying to push on fucking
On everybody.
Yeah. And it's like you're not even on the production team. You're supposed to be
You're a
talent.
performer.
Yeah.
You're talent.
So why are you scouting? That shouldn't even be your job.
I
That's
think
a
this
producer's
guy was
job.
like pushing on his when I applied for the job. This guy has a lot of like, I'd say day player roles.
Mm.
So he
I was
has
on
a
this,
lot of
and
he has
this.
a lot of experience on that end.
He was
but-
not on Law and Order, so
Yeah.
no.
But other thing too is that I thought everyone was getting paid that day for rehearsal.
Because it
'Cause
said
that's why I brought
150 a
Lauren
day.
and Max. Like, so 150 a day, cool.
We were like,
Well,
okay.
let's all get paid.
It's a decent amount.
Only me
To
and the
ACAS?
choreographer got paid, got handed a check
In front of everyone.
Whoa!
And then this dude goes, "We're gonna go to I don't know, like
He
some
said-
restaurant down the street if for lunch if y'all want to join." People are like, "We have work."
Yeah, it was the rehearsal was on a Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, like it was in the middle of the day, and people were like, "Well, we have work."
Yeah,
Some people have school. Like there was a couple people there that were still students, college students.
yeah. And then
This is so awkward. It pains me.
It was painful. I'm gonna look for that email because I talked to several of the actors. I talked to obviously Lauren and Max, and I talked to the other choreographer about how they felt about it, and they felt shady, and then it's like they felt unsafe, uncertain, because like we don't even know what after rehearsal we still didn't know what the fuck we were filming.
Yeah, and then
He was like, "I'll see you guys next
because
week."
when he was talking about like we're gonna film in the desert, we're gonna film like in downtown Vegas, we're gonna film at the Strip, we're gonna film in downtown LA. It's like, have you ever filmed at any of these locations before, or have you been there?
Yeah,
like,
he was insisting that it's gonna be okay if we just do like guerrilla.
he
style
wanted a
in the
guerrilla
Strip.
style, like it's 2007. Like
then-
people are. Gonna
Oh,
be okay
it's
with
not.
it.
That doesn't
Mhm.
fly anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That shit don't work.
And then and he was expecting 20 of us to like go on like some van
And a majority of the cast was women.
and then probably shack it up in some random hotel
Yeah.
and then so, yeah. You wanna-
Stressed.
there was a lot.
I'm stressed and I'm not even a part of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're
And
stressing
then I
me out.
messaged him all these concerns of like one, like let's see, where is he? What's his name? I'm fucking pulling this out. Let's see.
It's not in your.
He's pulling his cock out.
He's pulling his cock
He's
out.
pulling his cock out.
The Glock or the
Cock.
The cock.
Cock.
Cock. It's cock.
Talk to him.
And it's pierced.
Oh,
He's pulling his cock
it's
out.
for you.
It's
It
for
was
you.
in
He
the
said, look.
For you.
Okay.
He said, look. He said,
For us. What
Had
a
to be there.
sweetheart.
Had to be there.
Had to be there.
You don't want to be there. I didn't want to be there.
oh,
But apparently I was.
The tongue piercing.
What do you mean?
Oh my God.
penis.
Pierced penis.
I need.
Why
I
are
need
you looking
something
for
to
that?
munch
I
on.
think.
I found it.
Oh, you found it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
Okay.
don't munch on something.
sent him an email.
And it was nice.
Is your phone on?
No, go.
He's just looking for it.
So I sent him a pretty lengthy email according to everyone's concerns. Like, here's the key concerns: project clarity, role expectations, production team, and logistics. How are you gonna bring? Is it just gonna be us 20? What about your camera crew?
Yeah, who's
They in a
manning the
separate- yeah.
camera?
So,
Imagine he shows up and he's like on his iPhone.
well, he
The
showed up
selfie
with a
stick.
regular.
Action.
And 5, 6, 7.
I mean, if it was
Vertical too.
Fuck. So and then compensation and documentation. No one said contract at the end of the rehearsal.
Yeah.
So it wasn't clear, and obviously performance participation. There was actual demands like pay everyone that was there today because you said 150 a day. Get clear roles. Let's get some contracts signed. And then he said, let's see.
Kind of wild.
Yeah.
Can't you just put a rate my professor or something on it?
Rate my professor. Honestly, professor is just a random
That's
guy.
backstage.
I wish I can do that, like for the production.
Rate
side.
my producer.
Yeah.
Rate my producer.
Like
Rate this
for
guy.
this, it said it is. He said this is a not-for-profit, non-union humanitarian effort. We are not bound by any union rules whatsoever. If you're a performer who needs wages, you should not have applied. Yada,
That was
yada.
not in the description.
So I'll ignore your threat to not let your dancers participate. So like you mean
You're dancers.
Like, because I said,
No, yeah,
because I
but
originally said I was gonna have my like temper tantrum like come through, so we can fit the 20 people flash mob, and they're
Wow.
just gonna be actors. But after that experience, I'm like, nah, fuck that. And then he said, he's like, sir, a negative attitude towards our efforts is never allowed. I'm sure you must leave the production immediately. It's fucking
Oh.
In all, oh my god,
Yeah.
in bigger font.
yeah.
Oh.
So you were paid $100 for your minor contribution to our flash mob, 4 hours. Like,
You won't have a
So-
flash mob if you didn't have choreography, my
So-
guy.
yeah. So and then
You should tell him. Did you tell me you can't use your choreography then?
I don't give a shit. It was
Oh,
like
it
it was like easy,
Was it
Bismarck.
two-step?
easy like 2-way counts. So
Not the
Not even that.
yeah, and then
Pose,
then-
pose for two.
and then I left him closing thoughts. Like, first off,
We
No.
start
Like,
off
come
with-
on, first off.
First off.
like leaving the production is no issue for me. It felt like we were being taken advantage of, and I don't say that lightly. Of all productions I've been on, this is one of the few times I've ever felt like this. Regarding lunch or one-on-one, you're right. I might have learned more if I'd gone to the lunch or waited for my
Stupid
interview.
lunch.
However, these weren't mentioned prior via email or calls. A lot of information was dropped on us that day, and many of us were still left in the dark about the project's details. Additionally, I had a scheduled, I had work and all that shit. So when I mentioned my dancers, I was talking about you guys. As for trolling, no intention, because he thought I was a troll post or applicant. No intention. I've worked with a lot of non-union and non-profit productions. I always try to stay. Yeah.
Wait, he thought you were a troll. What?
Yeah.
Why?
After you helping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like hiding. Okay, I worked at a nonprofit. Like, you cannot hide behind nonprofit as a way to not pay people. I got paid. I didn't get paid a lot, but I got paid for my
You
work
got
at
some
a
form of
nonprofit.
compensation.
Like, even when I did
Compensation.
things outside of my like work hours as a volunteer, I was still on the clock getting paid doing those things. I was not really volunteering my time. I was
Wait.
getting paid.
So was he like the head of that nonprofit, or was he?
Yes.
Yes.
I was about to say. I was like, can't you just go to that nonprofit and be like, this
I don't think
guy's
it's a-
operating?
I don't
right.
think it's a registered nonprofit. I think he's just saying it's not for profit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shut
So
the fuck
it's
up.
Yeah.
yeah. That was like
Shut the front door.
one
Shut
of the
fuck up.
worst semi-productions. if
I
you would call
don't
that.
mind an unpaid rehearsal. Like, we've done unpaid rehearsals, but because they were upfront about it, they're like, here's the pay, rehearsals are not paid.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool, fine.
Here's the thing too, though. Like, I thought the rehearsals were gonna be legit because we rehearsed at Screenland
Screenland.
Studios, and that's where a lot of industry auditions are. Universal.
Hip Hop Nutcracker?
No, Hip Hop Nutcracker. A bunch of like
Universal.
Universal.
a whole bunch of places.
Disney!
A lot of auditions happened there. So when I thought, okay, it's like, oh, this guy's big time. We're rehearsing at Screenland, not auditioning. And then we're there for 4 hours, and me having to clean the same
4
QA
hours.
counts, like for no reason.
It just sounds like pain.
It was
Yeah,
paid.
it was.
And no pay.
I was trying to be very patient. There was a point where I
Oh, you were.
clapped back
You
towards
did.
the end, and yeah.
To him?
Oh,
Yes, to him.
Because they were making us sing. I thought we were just lip syncing the song. And they were like, oh no, I need you to sing it out loud.
Oh yeah. 'Cause-
What?
I'm
Okay.
like, we are actors and dancers.
So yeah, to add to that, like part of the flash mob, it's his own custom, I guess, original song, and he asked us to start singing as part of it, and then that's where a lot of other actors started getting concerned. Like I pay, like, are you getting paid for the singing part?
Yeah.
Because I-
Because
Okay,
now
that's a different role.
that's another
They're two different
talent.
things. They're two different
Yeah.
things.
So and then the thing that annoyed me the most is how he brushed off a lot of it. Is like, I'll take care of it, and then I asked him like, oh, whatever you need. I'm like, but I need to know now.
There was an actor that, like, one of the actors that like legit approached him, like, was just like, okay, well, we're singing and we're doing this. I don't really sing, but like, if you need me to, blah 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 blah. It's like, yeah, no, whatever you need. I'm like, you're not even listening.
You're
at
not
this
answering.
point. You're not listening. You're just saying whatever you need. You don't even know.
You know what
this
I
person
need?
needs.
Money.
Money.
You know what I
Now.
You know what I need? Whatever you need. Money.
I need a contract.
Yeah. You have
Do
a
you
whole,
think
you have
that
a whole
this was
book of
a-
checks. Cut them all.
Do you think that this may have been maybe a first or very few first gigs for some of the college students that were there?
Probably.
Probably
It
for
might
the
be.
college
That's what
students,
because I'm
yeah.
like, how's no one like actually getting angry at him besides you guys?
Well, college students don't know.
Yeah,
No,
'cause
what if
That's
the
what I was
younger ones
thinking. I was
started
like,
like,
some of the ones who have experience and they started kind of like getting they started giving reactions.
Yeah.
Not direct.
Yeah.
But
Some of the younger ones,
I have a thing of like, if you ask me to do this, I will do this. And if you're gonna ask me to do more, like last minute, it does trigger me. So and then he started asking me to scope, and he started asking me to sing, and I'm like, no, fuck no, like, and like and towards the end, I would just like mouth it, but not really do it.
Right.
But I forgot what I clapped back at him for. But
Oh, he was talking about how like he was trying to get us into a different formation, but he doesn't know shit about dance formations or blocking. He was like, I need you in a V. We were in a V. He's like, no, I need someone up front in this way. I'm like, oh, you mean a pyramid?
yeah.
He's like, yeah, whatever, a pyramid, whatever you want to
It
call it.
was
I'm like,
just the yeah. It
I'm
was
like, you're gonna yell at people. Know what you're talking about, sir. Like we have this is our lane. That's your lane.
Yeah.
I don't know what your lane is, but this is our lane.
You have one of those?
I printed it for her.
That's great.
Now I gotta picture it.
Yeah.
Everyone.
But
Yeah, you gotta get it in there.
So it's
It hurts.
one of those, I guess, industries fake set nightmare shit.
Well, it's unfortunately it's not just the industries you deal with.
It's anywhere you go.
It's
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
My favorite are our billing providers.
Ah! Stop.
What?
That's
My
funny.
favorite are billing providers because it's I mean because anybody can call them. It's not any personal information, but sometimes you deal with the most dumbest people. There was a member that I was literally helping for 3 months, just trying to fax some information to them. That's all it was, faxing information. Didn't receive it. Okay, that's no problem. That's fine. I will try. Was there a different number? Oh, it's different. Okay, cool. Send it again. I get this. By the way, I'm contacting the same person too. So somehow I kept getting the same person over and over. So that made it even more awkward. So my dog.
it's this guy
So
again.
my
What
dog.
other spellers?
The thing is, every time I call billing friends, I'm very specific because you need to have that information exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So like basically, my incidents are just getting longer and longer, and like more calls. I'm getting more information. Took me 3 calls to finally get them to give me an email, a correct email to send it to because the fax wasn't working. I'm like, okay. And this is, by the way, this is a span of 3 months, so this is all happening like long. So 2nd month, we finally get mail. They said, okay, we have it. We're gonna go ahead and process the information. Perfect. You're finally free. I tell the member that. Like, thank you. Get a call a month later, and I recognize the name, and I immediately said, please don't. I didn't even like ask for her name or nothing or who it was. I was like, please don't tell me it's regarding a claim. And she's like, yes.
Yeah.
Even she to the point knew how annoyed I was. So I call again, same person. And I literally did this. So you're telling me we went through this whole chain. You confirmed it. You spoke with your supervisor, confirmed that he received it, yet nothing is processing.
Wow.
And then he said the same exact shtick. I wrote it down. The same exact. The thing is, a lot of these people are outsourced too. So what happens is that they follow scripts and that's it. They do not know how to
Yeah.
actually like think. And I hate to say it like this, but they literally don't know how to think.
Yeah.
They literally just follow the script. They follow this. This is what we can do, and that's it. There's no, oh, maybe I should ask my supervisor and see if there's anything we can help this member. No, it's just, oh, we can't do that. Come
And that's also poor training on that company's end.
Yeah. You know.
They're always training when you.
Yeah.
No, yeah, because of the
They're always
burnout rate.
training.
Yeah. This is. I personally kind of think this is one of those things AI just take over.
No,
Yeah,
honestly,
that's one
I'm
of those
okay.
things.
I'm okay with that.
Dealing with that, the repetitive things, and also like dealing with just frustrated or like entitled people. Yeah, I feel like it's just a conversation.
I mean, we
can
switched
just
to a
be taken
call
over.
center too. I know it's like the biggest nightmare I've ever had to deal with.
It sucks, yeah.
Yeah, it
like
sucks.
especially, you know what? I'm betting are they outsourced too? Like they're
Yeah,
not.
they're not part of it. Like,
Yep.
we
Are
have
they in
one
India or the
worker of
Philippines?
ours, and then the rest of them are
Probably
in
India.
Texas, India.
Yep.
Yeah, I've gotten calls from like sales calls from people in the Philippines.
Yeah.
No, yeah, sometimes if like I'm calling customer service or something and then I hear, "Hello, ma'am," I'm like, "Oh my god, my people."
But they're not allowed.
No.
They're not allowed to like speak to you in Tagalog because they're supposed to still pretend to be American.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You don't even need that. You know why? Because all you do is
Yeah, chicken.
hear the chicken in the freaking background.
Yeah, you just
Because during the pandemic.
Oh my god.
Because during COVID, like they were able to get like their workers set up to like keep taking calls from home as long as they had good enough
The
internet.
mano?
And then
Wait,
so they just kept letting people like take it from home or like they sometimes would hire VAs to be call center workers too. So like you would just have this VA working from home just going, "Hello, this is Jason calling from blah 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 credit card company."
And it's so sad.
And then you hear a tita like from like a neighbor going, "Hi."
Yeah.
I heard pandesal. No.
It's so frustrating because it's like I'm getting to the point where I don't tolerate anything anymore. So if the person does not know how to do the job, my tone will literally shift. I'm just like because like if people know their job, I'm like I'll compensate, I'll enjoy it because they know what they're doing. They're doing their job. But dear God, some of these people don't know what they're doing.
No, was it not too long
Literally-
ago? My LVN was calling for a prior authorization. So she was calling the insurance that the pharmacy was under just to see why the claim got denied. And or the PA that
Did they
I
send
don't
it to
wanna-
the insurance?
yeah, it was sent to the insurance, but now she's calling the insurance. And she's like, "What's going on?" And I'm not gonna say the insurance. But,
No. Well, I mean,
I'm kidding.
but
can't
like
technically speak.
Don't say anything about it.
But my LVN was like, "Look, I've been doing prior authorizations for 10 years, and you're telling me that you're asking me questions I've never heard of before. Like, I've been doing this for 10 years. Can you hand me to a supervisor?"
Yeah, absolutely.
And the person was just like, "No, I know what I'm doing. This is what I've always been doing. I've never had to fax anything." Well, don't you guys give us a form? And the
Wait, they didn't fax the authorization?
no, they didn't fax the prior auth because apparently they didn't go through Cover My Meds. So they would be like, "Okay, well, if it doesn't go through Cover My Meds, because for some pharmacies you have to pay, they pay a fee to have that electronically sent." So they're like, "Well, can you fax us the form so the doctor can fill it out? We fax it back to you and have that prior authorization
Which
done."
is how it's normally done.
Yeah. But she was like, "I've never had to fill out a form. I've never faxed the form. I've always been doing this. I've already asked my supervisor." And they've already been on this call for like about 23 minutes. And then my LVN, she's very she's getting annoyed. She gets angry. She's like, "You can't tell me if you don't know how to do your job. Just let me know. I don't mind. Just don't give me to someone who knows how to do the job."
I'm literally,
You're wasting time.
Yeah.
Wasting
Because she's
people's
like,
time.
"I'm just trying to get this patient's medication because she needs it."
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "And you're telling me?" And she's like, "No." And she's like, "Hand me to someone that can at least help me here." And the worker was like, "I already told you, da 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 da." And the worker hung up. And she,
These are people's fucking lives.
the
you're playing
LVN
with.
was like,
Yeah.
"I swear," she's like, she's like, "This idiot."
Period.
what was it? I was talking to Ryan and he described the way I do my job personally. Like that incredible scene. Like in the beginning. I know you're upset. And he's just trying to give all like I can, but I can help you.
That essentially, yeah.
That's because literally that's what we have to do. I mean, but like, dear God, these offices make it hard sometimes. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
A
Like
lot? Yeah.
I've had some calls where I'm just questioning every figment of like, what do you do? What do you do? all
What are you
day?
doing?
I've had to talk to health insurance reps and tell them I've had to.
Trash.
Next to the oven.
You okay?
To the left of the oven.
Oven left.
She was.
My LVN says it was like, she's like, sometimes being nice is not enough.
No,
Sometimes you gotta be angry.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, as soon as I hear things that don't make sense, I'm like,
The fuck you doing?
what are you talking about? Like, I literally drop my tone because it's like, okay, apparently me being nice is not gonna get anywhere. I need to go to your level.
Yeah.
Okay, so like there's a
Where do you
lot
work
of
out again? Was that-
there's a lot of
Well, sure, that's not me.
there's a lot of customer facing jobs, like whether it's over the phone or like in person, that some workers get hired on and don't get
The training.
in-depth training. They
No.
just they get handed scripts.
You get one
and
day.
then this is it. They get handed scripts and they're like, click this, click that, click this, click that. They don't know the reasoning why.
Yep.
Click this, click that. No. And they don't know why they don't know why the process is this way. Like there was this girl that I used to work with that she was hired on, and like she was just home from college, and was supposed to just be working like during like the winter break or whatever. And leave me alone, LA Fitness. She's trying to sell me on a membership. And I don't pick up phones. This person would just like go through the scripts. I could hear it. Like this person just goes through the scripts and does everything, and then like just literally reading from it, because there was an old training handbook, and she would just read from it like word for word. And I'm like, okay, I get that you're not good with like people, and that those scripts are there for you because you don't know what you're doing and you don't know how to talk to people. So this is it. But I'm like I can start to hear the person on the other end like getting frustrated, because I can hear them from like 2 feet away now. And the person's not on speaker. I can just hear them over the phone. I'm just like, transfer it. I'm not busy. Transfer it.
Yeah.
So like I was like, I'll take it. I'm like, but I'll have you like come over here. I'm like, okay. So what do you like? And I'm like, I talked to this person. What do you need, sir? Like your membership? Okay, cool. What happened? You don't know? Let me see what happened. Like, oh, your card declined. What happened? Did you get a new card? Did you do this? Blah blah blah. And she was like, oh, like, do you have a new card? I can put that in for you. Or I can walk you through how to do it on your end, on the customer end. He goes, okay, just walk me through it. So I walked the guy through it. And then it was so simple. The guy needed a new card for his file. And this person just went into a loop of like this on the script, because that's all they knew.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay. And then like I went to my boss. I'm like, did anyone train this person? Like, why are they working like shifts that are busy?
It's bad because people call us like the medical group, and again, we're not insurance. We're not supposed to technically know anything clerical. We're not supposed to technically know anything, even benefits and coverage information. But we do, because we do it so much. We learn a lot with all these authorizations. We kind of figured out, okay, this person probably just has this covered. Oh, this guy's Medicare. He has transportation. Like we just generally start getting that knowledge, and we just start picking that up.
Yeah.
But it's bad when we have to explain to insurance representatives their options. Like genuinely, like, okay, you guys deny this authorization. It's like, okay, like you guys are aware that that's your plan, right? That's your we're denying because you guys made the policy.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you guys denied it, so you guys are the ones at fault, right? It's like, well, yes, but again, it's based on your guidelines. I actually had this argument with an insurance rep, and the other person was on the line just like, what is going on? I like literally I explained it to the member. The member understood quite well, like, oh, that makes sense. So yeah, so I'm not, unfortunately we don't, like here at member service, we don't have that information to like give you what coverage was exactly denied or what benefit was exactly denied, because we don't have that information. Your health rep, however, you can file that appeal for you, and it's like, okay, so he does that with you guys. I'm like, did you not hear me? It's based on your guidelines. Why would we file the appeal? Why would we do it?
Well, why do we?
We're denied because it's your crap.
Yeah, I can't do calls. I would end up yelling at people.
Yeah.
I yell. There's one time I yelled.
Because for me, I deal with like emails. And so it's mostly, I don't know if anyone has seen my Instagram
I've seen your
story.
stories about read your fucking emails.
Okay, so it's literally huh?
I know.
I know how you feel.
Yeah, but I'm just like, it's just the whole like, you type out a very comprehensive email and it has all the details. I'm sorry. I do that too. But to be on the other end of it, I'm just like, like I want to rip my hair out. And what's crazy is that these are like sometimes like my coworkers, and then sometimes like the client, right? Or whoever we're working with, whatever brand we're working with, and I'm working with their team. But it's just like, I always have to try to avoid doing that as per my last email, or like
pull that shit out.
I have to, because I'm also just a contractor. Like I'm not on salary, so I have to be like a good girl. You know what I mean? I'm also not freelancing. I'm getting paid by a company, so I must be good. So
no,
must be good.
No, I have to have like a mantra because if I'm at my desk and then that's why I have to let it out on Instagram. And then read your email, read it.
You have the little
Dude.
thing. Live
I
life.
stopped.
Live,
I stopped-
laugh, love.
Dude, if for some client, I actually stopped giving a shit. Like, I mean, it's probably not good financially.
Well, it's
but it's
But
also like
peace of mind and mental health.
yeah, 'cause,
well. You go ahead.
I don't know if I shared with this group. One of the clients wanted us to start a podcast for his practice.
Oh.
For his practice?
Yeah, for his
Oh,
practice,
okay.
medical field.
Mhm.
And then we were trying to set it up, and then I was trying to, and then he made it sound like what I was doing was kind of trivial, and I think easy, and then I forgot something set me off
Is this yes, dear?
with what he said, and I told him like I'm not your general manager of the place. Don't talk to me like this. Don't be condescending because I'm doing a lot of work, even though I'm not here, like every day the way you'd like it. And then he just looked at me and said, "Yes, dear." And then he says that because as a way of being condescending towards his
Spouse?
no
General
so
manager.
the manager of the practice. He's like the talent, but then his I guess partner or whatever, she manages the whole place. And then he says that yes, dear, just to like, all right, like you done? And then he said that to me, and I was
Ew.
fucking up. And I
Wait,
was
that's so weird because one, it's misogynistic, but like two.
super. This
Very.
guy is super fucking
Yeah,
misogynistic.
like it's misogynistic, but two, to say it to you as well is like so like trying to like demean your masculinity and like
Also, why would you
everything.
call you a deer? That's why an animal.
I'm a goat.
Yeah, you should have said yes, bear.
I mean,
This guy,
Is he still practicing?
yes,
Yes.
he's
I'm gonna use that.
he's
He's
Yes,
really
dear.
good at his thing.
stupid good. He
Yes, man.
This
So-
dude is
Sometimes it's
talented.
like that.
because people fly internationally to go see him.
Wait,
It's
sorry, is
sometimes
this
be like-
cosmetic or is
Sorry,
this?
it's the dental field.
Oh, I
Is it maxillofacial? Maxillofacial guy
see.
surgeons?
Wait, is
No.
this who
Yeah, same
Yes.
guy, same guy.
I
Yes,
see? I
you
remember
see
because
him.
I remember hearing the whole people fly in for
Yeah,
this.
yeah, and then he oof, man,
Interesting.
like as a
The guy has an affluent client.
Is it for rhinoplasty?
no,
No.
it's
Cosmetic dentistry.
yeah. I'll probably
Yeah,
cut
yeah.
this part
So,
out.
like-
Right, because that can be part of it.
Yeah.
I'll cut this part out because I don't want to reveal too much. And you guys let me know what you guys want me to take out.
Oh yeah, can you take out anything?
Everything that she
Everything
ever
that she
said.
said.
So it's like she was just sitting here.
For
going,
sure,
"Oh,
for sure.
Look,
'cause
it's
if,
just-
if that's the case, I'm just gonna make this an exclusive.
Patreon.
Exclusive.
So, is there anything like you want me to cut everything out?
Oh.
I mean,
Or-
you didn't really go
does it-
into much
I didn't-
No,
information.
for real.
For real.
Like, you want me to? Is there
Did
stuff?
I
you want me
release
to cut
any
out?
PHI?
I don't
No.
think so.
I don't-
No,
I
it
didn't
was
say-
very general.
I didn't-
Nothing. You,
Okay, cool.
It
I
didn't
didn't,
seem
I didn't say PHI anything either.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
so
I-
did you.
mine
No.
was
I'm
good.
watching you guys. You guys.
For this,
I'm watching you guys.
I'm sorry.
Medical field.
Medical
field.
So,
You ain't
for
catching me.
this
in the middle
guy,
of food.
I'm chill.
Again, affluent client. We're pretty sure he was on the spectrum.
Ah,
But
shoot.
the thing
Bad
is,
internet.
but terrible bedside manners. So a patient would literally be knocked out, and he'd go to and walk in to film new content, and then he was like, "I don't want to fucking work on this patient right now. Like, it's so stupid. I don't want to do this." And the manager would be like, "Your patient is right there, knocked out. Needs you to fix their thing because they've been having pain. Do it right now."
TMJ.
Yeah, and they work on something called TMJ, which is it's a developmental thing where you're
It's like the
jaw.
The
The
jaw.
jaw.
The jaw.
so
Yeah.
he does his process is a way that you don't have to do surgery.
So he's interesting.
So
Okay.
because normally a lot of people have to resort to surgery.
Do you know specialists are always a pain in the ass.
Yeah. So
Well, especially the more
Where they're
specialized-
divas.
Even the specialty of the specialty.
Yeah.
That's more. Those
Because-
are worse.
because he's worked with like workers' comp patients all the way to celebrities. So and even celebrities who are just getting like veneers. Like
Well, did you know why he didn't want? He just didn't feel like it.
He,
Or-
yeah, he just says I don't want to work on this patient. right
He's
now.
one of us, dear.
Ah.
he's very like, I don't want to do
He's
it.
one of
He's
us.
throwing
I
out.
don't want to do
This is like a
this.
fifth. Like,
He's throwing tantrums.
he's throwing tantrums. And I'm like,
Get in the cipher, throw a tantrum.
and he's like, and I'm like waiting to film. Like, I need to get new stuff to promote the testimonials.
So can you just do it?
Yeah.
Can you work on this patient, please?
I almost feel like
You should have filmed the tantrum.
Tries to. I wish. I think I filmed. I think I filmed him and his practice manager arguing.
Bro, honestly, what would have went viral? It was like some sort of like reality TV.
Just-
And then you accidentally leave a lav mic between
No,
them.
he wants a reality TV show kind of thing.
Oh, yikes.
What about HIPAA? What about
Yeah.
Yeah,
all these
that's-
other
you
things?
can't do that with
like,
this
do that.
you want me
sort
to
of profession.
film you and your practice manager arguing?
What are
If
they
you wanna
arguing? What are they
lose your
arguing?
license?
What are they
Do
arguing?
you want to lose your license? Do you want to lose your patience?
Yeah.
Look up at this.
Do you want to lose your patience?
No,
You can't really do that.
You gotta.
Oh, yeah.
Not the flag.
Just.
What's going on?
What did you say to me?
Like,
I couldn't hear you.
like
Talking to
like,
here.
Okay, so 3 examples of how I answer this. 1, Zendaya.
Shit.
2, Pokimane.
Oh, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, the Twitcher?
Yeah. 3.
The Twitcher.
3 is also what's his name?
Is it veneers?
Veneers is one of them.
Yeah.
But he also.
know it.
Wait, she got veneers?
No, they look
Oh
fake.
no, she didn't get veneers.
didn't get
She
veneers.
she had TMJ.
TMJ.
Oh,
So she
okay.
had.
Her
she
teeth
kept-
are just
she-
nice.
She's been dealing with ringing. I've talked to her.
shit.
She's always like fucking low key. But I also try to like.
Rightfully so. They have like stalkers. And
So
stuff.
and I
Yeah.
try to be like, obviously the
Did
guy
she
with
get
the
thrown
camera.
up here?
I'm like, I'm not gonna be like, all right, you want to film testimonials? Like they always give us, they always give us a warning: a celebrity is coming. Then
No,
like,
did
don't-
Zendaya have
like,
veneers?
no,
The-
it's teeth white.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Damn.
Your teeth are just nice.
Wait,
wish I
is
had
this?
that
Is,
look.
wait, sorry. I was thinking about 2 different dentists. Is this the one where people were like, "This changed my life"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the party, right?
Yeah.
The party. Okay.
Yeah. So
Shoot.
they got.
I remember now.
So they can definitely throw
Tantrums.
party.
And
They
tantrums.
throw tantrums. Yeah.
Were we getting kind of lit?
We were.
It was also Lauren's
birthday weekend.
Yeah, and it was like an open bar, right? And then
Yeah.
and we just kept going back for drinks. And we're like,
No one's stopping us.
I know we were filming, and then like,
I'm like standing there like,
Yeah,
Click,
so
click, click.
normally, because normally we try not to, but it was
They
such an
kept
intimate
encouraging
party. But and also I think
and also they kept telling us like
they
drink.
kept giving it to us. I'm
Yeah,
like,
they
wait,
kept giving us
you-
glasses.
you're
of-
working?
they're like, do you want to drink? Did you eat? I'm like, I'm trying to, but this
I
is
have
a big
work.
camera.
I have camera,
Yeah.
and they're like, you can hold camera one hand. I was like, oh,
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
like, oh.
and it was
eating
like,
the taco.
yeah, even like the caterers, they gave us a bottle of mezcal.
Oh
Yeah.
Because we told him it was Lauren's birthday weekend. And he was like, happy birthday.
We barely touched it, I think.
No, it's gone.
Oh, it's gone.
It's
Okay.
gone. We
Cool.
drank it that night.
Sick. So, but yeah, this guy.
I didn't
It's
touch
huge,
any of it.
Shane.
You just see video.
No, it was just me and Lauren getting drunk without you.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
crazy.
That's a vibe.
So he's made. So he's a big
Big shot.
dental cosmetic surgeon with already an affluent clientele.
He thinks he's
Well-
in their house.
Well, the reason why he's probably getting a lot of money too, because he's probably private.
He is,
He is private,
he
most
is private,
likely.
He's you are. I don't even know.
There's no
because
way.
procedures like that.
It's
when
not
it
covered
goes
by
that-
insurance.
Well, when you go into cosmetic, exactly.
Well-
You have to do. It has to be a medical
They-
reason. It's not very happy.
They take
common.
on workers' comp.
That's
I
different.
guess
though.
yeah.
That's separate though.
It's, you
That's
get
not
paid. You get
insurance.
paid directly.
That's not insurance, technically speaking.
Yeah.
It can be a part related to it or connected to it, but it's not the same thing.
I know. I try to get stuff done.
So,
Workers' comp is almost more employment
'cause
benefit.
when you said like you try to like behave or whatever, like I'm a contractor. I'm like,
Fuck this.
that moment I'm like I've dealt with way too much people to deal with bullshit.
Yeah.
Like hell nah. I'm gonna let you know. Fuck this job.
It's-
Fuck this. I'm like
Yeah, but you're your own boss.
Yeah.
That's different.
See, the thing is, if we
That's
do
what
that,
That's big.
our license gets reported.
Oh really? Because the
Yeah,
thing with
we
that,
do
like,
shit.
Yeah.
the ups and downs of
Yeah,
having a
the
business
reward.
is like when it's up, it's good. Right now at this stage of the business, like when it's down, it's down. And I like literally, because as per just me being triggered by being talked down to, like we lost it.
Oh, shit.
So it was also like it was honestly when
Wait, you lost the contract or
yeah.
right?
Well, not
immediately.
Not because of that, but because what do you call it? But because they were losing money,
Oh,
so they couldn't even
always-
afford they had to let go of another dental assistant. They let go of another doctor, and then they let go of me. So it took a while until it got to me, but it because I talked to the practice manager, and I was like, dude, if you let me go, I understand. I was like, but no one talks to me like that. Like I am not their fucking 12-year-old. I'm not their whatever. I'm here to do the thing for you guys and deliver.
One of my favorite, like kind of going back to the emails. One of my favorite email chains that I went through was there was an access issue for one of the
you should make a compilation of how many times you've like put something. Like, I just like hover it by his mouth and he goes.
And then pretty soon it's a Sharpie.
the worst part is I'm not even questioning. I just,
He doesn't say.
Conversation.
Yeah. Mid topic. Like,
He spelled it. Shut the fuck up.
but God darn it. But one of my favorite was basically there was an access issue. Member could not their primary care doctor was refusing to do something.
Yeah.
We did not know why. I called. I explained, like the explanation they gave me was didn't make any sense. It made zero sense. So I'm like, okay, so maybe we have a network management team that usually deals with situations like they look into it a little bit more. I sent it to my leads. My leads sent it over to them, and they respond and they give me like, oh, member has an appointment. I'm like, that wasn't my question. That wasn't my question. And like my leads came up to me. My leads came up to me and just like, I just want to make sure. Was that your question? I was like, no. Like look, like right here. It's like, yeah, okay. We just wanted to make sure because we got confused with the because I was like basically I think it was an authorization related issue. And I was like, okay. So they go back to her. They respond to that same person. Hey, I'm not sure that it was unclear, but this is the situation. Members, they're saying that they're not having this paperwork, whatever, whatnot. Oh no, I confirm that it's all good. What's all good? What's going on? You know? And
you were waiting for your moment,
so
proud of you.
one of my leads, what they ended up doing, it almost looked like a ransom note. He actually put in big letter font and highlighted it. Member needs this. Member's aware of appointment. He needs this.
Oh my god, I've done that before.
And it was just an unnecessary email chain.
But it's all good.
Well, what's frustrating is
But that's a
that
member of an appointment.
yeah, nobody was like, why do you keep going to that? Wasn't my question. I'm just saying it's important information because like, hey, it's upcoming.
Yeah.
This needs to be done. There's a time frame. That's why I put it in.
Yeah.
But they just thought that was the question. Like, you guys.
That's when you start ripping your hair out.
You guys get paid more than me. Why am I becoming the detective?
Yeah, not the detective word.
Oh god,
You
Detective
say-
Spiller's
they don't pay me enough for that.
Detective Pikachu.
Oh,
Pikachu?
They don't pay me enough to
Like,
to do 3 jobs.
Yeah.
No.
They don't pay me enough to do medical
I
records.
already do that.
They don't know how to do. They don't pay me to be an MOR. They don't pay me to do authorizations. They don't pay me.
Yeah.
I had someone call and ask for a refund on a class that they never went to because I mean there was like a reason that their kid never attended class, which was like very legit. It's like one of those things that like we don't refund, blah blah blah. But I'm like, okay, this time we'll refund. Like I had like 3 managers tell me, yeah, we can refund, and this guy was like, can you do that now? Sir, you called member services. This will have this request hasn't even gone to finance yet. It was like, oh,
No, man.
can I have my money back now?
Yeah.
I'm like, sir, there's no button on my computer that can just
Physically
put it
give
back
you the
on.
money. Yeah. Undo. My favorite.
Like, that has to
Control
go through
Z.
finance.
My favorite are like the members that call because like cancellation fees. That's a clinic
Oh.
side. It's a clinic side thing, clinic policy thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm not
I
the
wish
biggest
we
fan
did
of the
that.
fee, but it is what it is, right? Though, so they call and it's like, oh man, this situation I paid for this. Like I thought it was a bill initially. I'm like, oh bill, oh no. And it's like, well, no, it's because I didn't show up and blah 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 blah. So they're paying me this. I'm like, okay, so that's not gonna show up on our system. And I explained it. It's because this is not a insurance
It's a
related or
clinic
medical group thing. It is simply a clinic policy that you did not follow. That is out of our control. It's like,
I wish we
well, what do
did
you
that.
mean? And literally the person snapped and said, well, you guys are worthless, and hung up on me.
Ooh.
And I'm just like, I literally in the documentation, member called me worthless. And disconnected from
I
me.
See,
would've
this is
read
where I think. This is where I think AI should just take over those jobs.
And you put
because
quotation marks because you want to make sure that this is what they said.
Yeah,
So if you don't put the quotation mark, you get in trouble because then it's like,
This is where
oh,
AI
this
should
is
take
what
over those jobs
Like
because there's
Spiller
assholes
said,
like
this
that,
is-
man.
Yeah.
Like
You
me.
know what I want AI to be implemented in are those damn automated calls when you call like CVS or something and they're like, "Hi, welcome to our automated call service. Press 1 for English and 2 for Espanol."
Oh yeah.
But like it just takes so long. And then at one point, I'm just like screaming at the robot.
Operator.
I was gonna say operator. I'm like, give me a human. Let me talk to a human. Human.
Customer service representative.
Representative.
No,
You're saying representative as you're spamming 0.
I didn't even know you could say operator. I didn't even know you could say representative. I just say human. Give me human.
Yeah.
Human. You give me human.
Person.
So I contacted this insurance and because they do like Medi-Cal, Medicare, cover, like they do all the whole stuff. So they have multiple. Yeah. So I was helping his member. There was something happening. He was low, so I was like, okay, let me help because this person was genuinely a nice person. It seems like she's going through. Look, wait, let me go put some like. I don't mind doing. I actually enjoy doing that kind of crap.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I understand the frustration. They're old, probably have no one to assist. Whatever the case may be, that's what it is. So
Mhm.
I would call the insurance rep. Oh, I'm not finding it in the system. I'm like, interesting. It's like, do you think they're part of this? Yeah. I mean, yeah, just transfer me. It's worth a shot. So they transfer to the other department. Oh yeah, we found it. But it's their responsibility. I'm like, you found the insurance. Okay, can you give me the ID? Make sure I have the information. Okay, information's correct. Cool. I guess send me back. Send me back. We gotta pull up the information. What are you guys doing? I got transferred 5 times, and I still couldn't help the person. I told her I came up. I'm gonna start off that I'm very annoyed. It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Immediately she was just like, oh no.
You do a simple job taking like 30 fucking extra
Well,
minutes.
because like
an extra hour.
the thing is, it's like the reality is a lot of these people that call, like I will say, you get those snobs. Some of them are genuinely really nice people.
Mhm.
They're really genuine inclined and they just need help. So when they know, like they can hear the empathy that you have, and you break character in a sense because you know, insurance is like, oh, well, thank you for calling, blah 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 blah. You have to go follow the script.
Yeah.
Everyone hates that.
Uh-huh.
Everyone hates that, or the fake customer voice where it's just like, you know.
Oh yeah.
My favorite is
Thank you for calling.
there is a
Stop
oh
the
my
hype.
gosh.
Hi.
There's we got I call it waste of time training, where we have this person who apparently was some kind of actor back in the day or whatever, whatnot. And we just tell us, well, customer service is gonna be experience. And in my head, I'm just like, no, nobody wants to call customer service for experience. All
Bad
I want is
experience.
damn help. Like, get to the point.
I don't care.
And it's like, it's just so
For the experience, what do you want me to
It's
sing,
fake.
sing them a song?
it's fake. Because guess what? Guess what? You're acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one wants an actor. They want you to do the dang
I
job.
want a human being.
They want someone that actually has empathy for it. You know.
Human being.
So like when members actually tell that that you tried, it's like you can genuinely tell like, okay, well, I genuinely do appreciate that you took the time. Like I know you didn't have to. So it's like those are the calls. Even though sometimes you can't help them, those are the calls where it's like, okay, there are human beings who are genuinely just nice. They exist.
Mhm.
There's a lot of them are dumb.
Yeah.
They got big
Or they-
hearts,
Or they don't know
not
what they
big
want.
brain.
Or they don't know what they're doing either. To be honest, it does happen.
Or they're not taught how to do it.
Yeah. All right, I think we're wrapped on this episode.
So
Tail
what's the time?
snake.
Oh,
What?
Read your email. Read it. Read it. Read your email. Read it.
Muting mic 3 and 4 right now.
Read your email.